Alright, everybody, welcome back. Episode 3 of Banished. As always, this is Derek from Fat Planet LP, and let's get on it. Now, where we left off, we finished building this little area here. We added our herbalist here, which is going to help increase the health. And as you can tell from the last episode, we had 3.5 health hearts, and now we got 4. So they're definitely working good, even though we just have 1 of 2. I did a little dirt move and realized this is a huge mountain behind us, so it's kind of limiting our area over here, but it's going to be okay. I mean, it is. It's going to be fine. They're in the process of building the houses over here, too, which is going to help increase our child population, because once you have so many people in the house, they stop producing children, and that's not what we want. We want our town to grow so we can put more people in more professions. I've only got 1 labor on standby right now. My builders will become laborers, of course, if they have nothing else better to do. And then my farmers only during the winter when they're not actually farming. The farm's doing good. We're at almost 20% yield now, and we're only in the spring, so that's going to produce a decent amount of food for us. It's more of a backup type thing because I'm tired of seeing the food stocks running low, and it's just right there on the red line. I don't like to live like that, so here's a house here. Look at that, 2 gatherers. And then there's the 2 gatherers that probably live here. So hopefully another one will move in. Probably not, though. This is a male and a female, so they're going to produce kids from this house here, which would be excellent. Another male and female, so that's more children that's going to be born from these 2 houses here, and that's excellent. Excellent. So that's good news. We can go ahead and unpause the hunting cabin. Let's go ahead and start getting that built, because that's important, even though it's going to split our hunters up. But you know what? I'd rather them work 2 different areas. Even though we do have plenty of deer over here, I've seen a ton of animals running through this area all the time, so... And we need leather. I mean, leather is extremely important, because we've only got... Well, we got 40. That's actually not that bad, honestly. And we've only got 5 coats left. Alright, we got another child, became an adult. We've only got 3 children left, so hopefully those couples down there are going to start breeding it out. Start jungling, pop out like quintuplets or something. That'll really help us out. I'm going to actually... Is there another area I can actually expand to? This would actually be a real good area for some more stuff. I'll probably put like a mine or something like that back here once we get an actual population that'll support it. That'll be great. Look at that, already 73% yield. It's early summer. We don't have to worry about it till autumn. So that's excellent stuff here. I want to get a tailor built. I think we can support at least 1 tailor right now, so would probably be the best. I think it's under production. Tailor. Yay! Let's get some coats built, shall we? Go ahead and put the tailor there. Let's go check on our houses down here. Or not our houses, but... Okay, they're still working on the hunting cabin. That is good. You guys making kids yet? You're not making kids yet. That's alright, though. That is alright. People become adults at, I believe, 13. I guess that's how it was in the colonial days. You were at breeding age when you were 13 years old. It's kind of hard to think of nowadays in modern society, but that's how it was back then. You know, you kind of got handed off and married at the age of 13, and that's how life was back then. So, yeah. It's definitely shown in this game here. So, the next important thing that we really want to build is a schoolhouse. Oh, see, there we go. 3 kids were born so far. That's cool. The schoolhouse educates the children. Educated adults work more proficiently. And educated adults with tools work even more efficiently. So it's kind of a balance. If you have an uneducated adult with good tools, they're going to work just as hard as an educated adult with no tools. See what I mean? So we definitely want the best possible. We want them to have tools. We want them to be educated so they work super fast or super proficient. Where are we at? We're out of... Can't be out of iron. Yeah, we have plenty of iron. What's going on here? Well, we're out of logs, I bet. We are out of logs. All we have is firewood. So we definitely need to get some logs going. Alright, that is no problem. Let's go ahead and focus on harvesting some trees. Get those trees cut down, because we are definitely going to need them. There goes all my free laborers out there to cut down the trees. Excellent stuff. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Things are looking up. We're not on a shortage of tools, but I would like to actually have a very good amount of firewood and tools, because that's going to be our primary trading currency. And that's how trading works in this game. And I will show that to you actually once this thing is built. But yeah, we trade for items. So say somebody comes along and they have 2 cow. The cows would be sold for, say, 2,500. And each of these have a value. Like, I think 1 tool is worth 8, 1 firewood is worth 4, and you trade the amount to equal as close to 2,500 as possible without going under, and that's how you get your trades. So our tool production is mainly going to be for trade, but it's also going to be for the benefit of our people, so I'm always going to keep the limit high on that. Same with the firewood. I always want to have at least 500 firewood stored in the trading post. Now, the only downfall with the trading post is when you have products stored in it, it is not available for mass use. So once I move, say, 100, say I have 101 tools here. If I move 100 tools to the trading post, there's only going to show 1 tool. That's the only 1 tool can be used by the entire community, because 100's in the trading post. So it does not count it as part of your mass quantity. And that's the only downfall. But I can understand that, because you don't want people going to your trading post and, you know, taking crap from it, and all of a sudden you don't have enough for trade. So that's kind of a benefit as well. So I'm not going to gripe too much about that. Alright. So things are good here. Finally, we got a hunting cabin built. They did split it, so there's only 1 guy hunting over here, which is fine. Alright, we got our tailor. So let's go ahead and set somebody as a tailor. We have hide coat, leather. That's decent. They're going to last okay, I think. I think it lasts like 2 seasons or something like that. I think the wool coat lasts like 4 seasons, and then the warm coat lasts like something crazy, like 6 or 10, or I don't know. Those aren't, of course, official numbers. That's just kind of what I'm assuming. That's the use that I see out of the current leather ones. I believe it's about 2 seasons before they need more. And as you can see, we have 0. So we might actually have some people walking around right now without any coats, and they're going to get cold twice as fast as people that have them. So that's not good. Our herbalist limit is at 100, so we have 100 herbs that has been collected. And that's not bad. I mean, that's enough to support our population right now. It's up to 4.5 hearts now, so we are doing really good. Happiness is great. It's the average happiness of my citizens. It's 5 stars. So we don't have to worry about anything like churches or graveyards or the taverns and stuff like that. Taverns take a lot to produce. I mean, not only do you have to have a worker in the tavern, but you have to have something to turn into ale. I think they have a potato ale, so it actually take away from our food stock for happiness, and I'm not a big supporter of that. Power to anybody that's doing it. I don't know if Cage or Royal or anybody is building a tavern or anything. I would probably just do a cemetery and a church, just because the cemetery does not need anybody to work it. The church only needs 1 person, and it keeps people happy. So I don't want a bunch of drunk people running around with axes and stuff, because that's not good. Accident records were pretty high. There was no OSHA or workers' compensation back in these days. So if you got your leg cut off, you were pretty much just SOL, pretty much. Like, you had to depend on your family to support you. So I do not want anybody walking around with no legs. Walking around with no legs. Yeah, good one, Derek. Yeah, I definitely don't want anybody crawling around with no legs. They're not going to be very productive. I mean, true, they could probably climb up on a platform and hammer a couple nails in, but it's going to take forever, and you have to have somebody watch them. And then if they got to go to the bathroom, they got to carry them to the bathroom, and that is just a lot of work. We just kind of want to avoid that. So things are going really good over here. Looks like they're getting most of the trees. We got 50 logs now. So that is good. We got 14 here, so they're working a little bit. Let's get the stone out of this area. Let's definitely at least get that out of the way. And then let's collect some iron too, if there's any iron. Any iron in this area? Any? There's a little bit. There's a little bit right there. Go ahead and collect that. I hope they can walk around this side. I'm pretty sure they can. I'm pretty sure they can walk along the shore here, so we should be fine. We should be fine with that. Let's go ahead and collect all the stone, too. If we're going to clear it out, we're going to clear it out right. More room for the trees, you know? That's the way I see it. More room for trees to grow. Alright, so they're going to clear that area out for us. That area is going to clear it out for us, which is great. Hopefully, being this close to the stockpile, they'll just move it directly to this one. That'll definitely save some time. Ah, there we go. Early spring. We got plenty of food now, so that was an excellent choice making this field. So I'm not scared that we're going to, you know, totally go under here. We got plenty of iron still for our tools, which is great. It's getting kind of close to the time where I can start making a trading post. Close. Not yet, but it's getting there. It's getting pretty close. We have plenty of kids. We have 2 laborers again. I think we should go ahead and build that schoolhouse. That is probably going to be the best thing. So the schoolhouse is going to go right here. Let's go ahead and put her on the corner. And that'll get our kids educated. They'll turn from kids into students and from students into adults. And we might go ahead and put a couple houses down, too. Just get some more breeding going on. 8 kids is not a bad number to have, but still. You want to be real careful. You don't want to overbreed, because if you get like a mass population increase, things are going to kind of suck a little bit. And I mean really suck, because you're going to run out of food. It's going to be awful. But then again, I do still have plenty of gatherers. I have 3 more gatherers I can put in, and that's going to help increase food stocks as well. And if things get too dire, you know, I can always build another field, too. Have different varieties of food, which is great. That keeps people happy, too. If you only have one food source, you know, like, say you only have a field of potatoes or something like that, and that's all people are eating, like, every year, your happiness is going to decrease as well. So having that gather and having, like, mushrooms and fruits and all that kind of stuff, it helps with the happiness as well. So it's a really OP building, actually, because you get a ton of food from it, you get a ton of happiness. We have no... Okay, we're good. We got 37 coats now, so they used all the leather from here. No, they got 6 left still. So he probably went, and there we go. He went and picked up the rest of the leather. That is excellent. There it is. Alright, so he's going to make 6 more hide coats, so we're good for a few more winters, which is excellent. The schoolhouse is getting built. This is cool stuff. Cool stuff. Things are really progressing, so... I consider this more part of this area here. So technically we have like 2 separate areas. This is kind of far away. I might actually build a storage barn down here at some point. Eh, maybe not. They can walk. They'll be alright. No need to be babies about it. 7 kids. Alright, 41% complete on that. Come on, builders. Let's get going. Let's get a building. Let's go ahead and put another house down. Actually, you know what? I think we have plenty. Nah, we don't actually have that much stone, to be honest. Let's go ahead and gather some more stone. Because I want to start building stone houses. Stone houses provide a lot more warmth than the wooden houses. Still got plenty of iron right now. Herbalist is still at top proficiency. Top proficiency on most of our stuff. So we got a lot of laborers right now, actually, which is great. We got 3. Let's go ahead and put in another gatherer for more food, because it's always the best option. And let's go ahead and put another hunter in as well. Reserve of logs is low. Yes, it is. Hopefully our foresters will keep up with some of this work here. I mean, we've only got 2 and 2 right now. So we might actually have to cut down some more trees. I say, Well... Nah, we'll be alright. We'll be fine. What are these things? Those are like berry bushes and stuff. Alright. Some of the forest is kind of growing back here a little bit, which is great. There's another little one growing up there. So the forest will repopulate on its own. But with a forester, it's like 3 times faster, I think. Alright. Now we have a school teacher. So I'm actually going to take away 1 builder, and I'm going to put in a teacher. And that will help educate our kids. And here pretty soon we're going to start seeing this middle number go up, because the kids are going to go in there and start getting educated, which is great, because we want educated people. We've already talked about the no legs thing. We definitely don't want to get into that kind of a situation. You don't want to see... We play a lot of zombie games on my channel, okay? We got enough zombies that are kind of crawling. We don't want to see that in our Banished game, because it's not a zombie game. So I don't want to see people like crawling on their arms and stuff. So I took a little drink here. Apologize for that. Actually, I don't apologize. I was thirsty. I took a drink. I'm human. This is excellent. Ooga chugga music. Ooga chugga, ooga chugga, ooga chugga, ooga chugga. Yeah. Yeah. Ooga chugga, ooga chugga. Alright. Enough goofing around. That area is good. It's going to be fine on its own. We are now top produced out of all of our stuff. Close limit of 50. Okay. Alright. It's not bad. So now we have like extra laborers and stuff like that. 2,708 food. That is absolutely wonderful. Storage for produce goods is near capacity. Ooh, wow. All right. We are going to have to build another storage barn, and we'll put it down here. That is probably going to be the best option for us. Let's go ahead and build a storage barn. Storage barn. Put you right here. Oh yeah, we're capacity. So people are just gonna like lay food out. I don't even know where they're gonna lay it. I have no idea. People are grabbing food and taking it to their houses, which is great, which is helping prevent this from getting too full. 642 venison. God, that is a lot of food. I am telling you. What we got here? We have 100 stored medicine. That's excellent. Let's go ahead and get that storage barn put up. As soon as the storage barn's built, then we'll start actually building some more houses. I mean, that's kind of bad right here. 98% full. Although it is a good sign that it's 98% full, it's also a bad sign, because I do not want product just being sat out like this next to the barn, because then it just sits there, and that sucks. Hopefully somebody will come along and pick that up. No, they're just going to take it out from the barn. Okay. Oh, there we go. Somebody grabbed it. Good. See, that was an educated person. If it was an uneducated person, they would have just left it sitting there. That's why we have a schoolhouse. Hope you learned something from that. I think we're going to start building some stone houses, actually. Looks like we have plenty of stone right now. Yeah. Yeah. We can build some stone houses. We've only got 2 builders right now, so we'll let them get the storage barn complete. It's almost winter time, so... But it'll be okay. Once the storage barn's done, I'll put them right here, because most of the people live right here anyway, so... It's 54% complete, which means it's now time for the builders. The laborers have already done their part. Yay, it is getting built. I am so happy. Did you guys see that from over here? Trees just randomly fall. I mean, it's a pretty good simulation. I mean, it's the guy, one dude making the game, and he has enough eye for detail that old mature trees just kind of fall down on their own eventually. and it gets eventually replaced by a new sapling. And then you got to wait on that sapling to grow and become mature. So that's actually kind of cool. I always kind of wondered that. I just hear random trees falling once in a while, and it's not my foresters doing it sometimes. So I was like, God, that's weird. What is that? And then I realized, I think it was when I was live streaming, somebody mentioned that the trees would just randomly fall from old age. So I think that's really neat that they paid that much attention. He paid that much attention to detail. So that's a cool neat little thing. But I also really love the fact that trees will grow on their own. Look at that. We got a few more saplings growing here, which is excellent. So there is regrowth, you know. It is a renewable resource, which is great. $95, $97, $98. There we go. Now hopefully they'll start utilizing this storage barn as well. And not have to come all the way up here. See, that's 100% full already. So when that's 100% full, they'll probably come down here and use this storage barn. See, they already are. Look at that. That's awesome. Plenty of food. Let's go ahead, getting very extremely close on time, but we can go ahead and lay down the blueprints for these things real quick. The stone houses. And I will eventually equip my other houses to be stone. You can always upgrade them. This little button right here. I think it costs about half of what an actual stone house costs. 24 and 40. 24, 40, 10. Oh, okay. Actually, it's a little more expensive. Yeah. I can upgrade a wood house to a stone house for the same price of building a stone house. So, yeah. Yeah. That's efficient. Somewhat, I guess. No. No, it's not. It's not efficient at all, actually. 98% full in the storage barn. 4% full here. That's cool. That's great. This is what I like to see right here. Plenty of food. Plenty of firewood. Tons and tons of tools. Lots of coats. We are in great condition. Health is almost all the way up. Happiness is great. You can't ask for a better situation than this. On the next episode of Banished, we are going to focus on building this trading post, and hopefully we'll get some trades in that episode so I can show you guys how that works. But that is going to be on episode 4 of Banished. And until then, you guys have a great one.